Sin x derivative is cos x. And what is the derivative of cos x minus sin x? Okay. Right, in that derivatives part, first of all, I have given you the rules of differentiation also. So in that we have few problems. Okay, actually by today I have to complete this basic mathematics, and by Monday I have to go for vectors. Okay, and all the physical quantities are divided into scalars and vectors. So the quantities which have some direction, they are called vectors. So there we will learn the different rules of vectors. I don't know, today I will finish this calculus part. That means I need to go for integration also. So integration also we need to see. First of all, I will give you small problems related differentiation because that is there for next Sunday's exam. Okay. So first of all, so write down this example 1. What is the derivative of x square plus 2x plus 2 dy dx of x square plus 2x plus 2? Second question is, what is the derivative of x cube plus log x? The answer of this is 2 into x power 2 minus 1 plus 2. Derivative of a constant is 0. This is a constant, and what is the derivative of that? Constant derivative is 0. Okay, this is 2x plus 2 is the answer. You remember that derivative of a constant is 0. Okay, because it is not changing. What is d by dx means it's a rate measure. One quantity is changing with respect to other quantity. Then what is the derivative of a constant? It will be 0, na? Okay. Right. What is the dx by dx? Dx by dx is 1. So constants we take out of differentiation. So 2 into dx by dx is 2. What is the derivative of x square? What is the derivative of x power n? N into x power n minus 1. 2 into x power 2 minus 1. Is it correct? Correct. 2x plus 2. Okay. That is the first answer, 2x plus 2, or because this. Next, what is the derivative of this? X cube plus log x. X cube means 3x square. Or you write like this. 3 into x power 3 minus 1 plus what is the derivative of log x? 1 by x. Okay, so the answer is 3x square plus 1 by x. You can further simplify that, and you can write it 3x cube plus 1 by x. 3x cube plus 1 by x. You can write like this also. Okay, just note these two examples. I'll give few more examples. Okay, and one more thing, what is meant by doing derivative? What is meant by dy by dx? So y is changing with respect to x. Some physical quantity y is changing with respect to another physical quantity y, x. Dy by dx, rate measure. So for example, velocity is rate of change of displacement. I can write it like this. What is changing here? Displacement is changing with respect to time. Then the body must be having certain velocity. Okay, so one physical quantity is changing with respect to another physical quantity. So we will understand that later. Dx by, what is dv by dt? Acceleration. Okay, how much the vehicle is getting accelerated. Okay, perhaps you are below 18, you should not drive that. Scooty you can have, no? That is ungeared vehicle. Okay, next, third question. Okay, na third question chedama. So this is okay. We will apply UV rule problem. Let us do one UV rule problem. D by dx of e power x into sin x. So the third problem is this. What is d by dx of e power x into sin x? Simultaneously you have to write, okay? You have written this, no? Right. What is the derivative d by dx of u into v? If there are two functions, u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. This is the formula. So what is e power x? First you have to keep u constant and do the derivative of the second. Sin x derivative cos x plus sin x into, what is the derivative of e power x? E power x only. What is derivative of e power x? E power x only, okay. So e power x you take common, cos x plus sin x. Cos x plus sin x is 1, It's not 1, Sin square plus cos square 1, So this is the final answer, okay. This is UV rule, u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u, and derivative of e power x is e power x only, right? Next, one more problem. So this I will erase. Okay, erase cheyacha. Surendra, very good. What is the T on your name? T Surendra, ne? T Sai Surendra. T and pettukunnam. Sir, erase chestam. I kept all you in mute mode, Okay. Because some unwanted noise will enter into this. Perhaps you will be having brothers and sisters, they will be making noise. Small brothers. Okay. Next, we have one thing. If we have, for example, I have a derivative of log 5x. Derivative of log 5x. If somebody is asked, fourth question, what is the derivative of this? You have to write like this. First you have to do the derivative of log 5x. Log 5x is 1 by 5x. Okay, and then you have to do the derivative of inside function. Derivative, there are two functions here. Log is one function and inside another function is there. And if such type of questions are given, first you have to do the outside derivative with respect to this function. But I have to write it like this. D by d of 5x log 5x, okay, into derivative of d by dx of inside function. So, and this is 1 by 5x. This is just 1 by 5x. And what is the derivative of that 5? So final answer is 1 by x. Final answer is 1 by x. So this kind of problem I will give one more. d by dx of e power 2x plus 5. So let us see how we can solve this. First we have to write like this: d by d of 2x plus 5 into e power 2x plus 5 into derivative of inside function under d by dx of inside function. Okay. And if two functions are given, first you have to do this function, and you have to write this as capital X, and this also capital X, d by d capital X. అదవుతుందా అంటే ఇదంతా ఫంక్షన్ ని capital X అని తీసుకుంటారు. This is also capital X. Now what is this e power x derivative? E power capital X is e power capital X only, and e power 2x plus 5. And now what is the derivative of this? 2, because derivative by constant is 0. Okay, note down this. Actually there are two functions. Okay, then you have to do like this. First outside function you have to take the derivative, and then you have to go inside function derivative and multiply it. Similar thing we will get in integration. We will see how we can do that. Right. Okay. Is this fine? What is the derivative of 2x plus 5? 5 is a constant. The derivative of that is 0. 2x derivative 2 only. 2 into dx by dx. Dx by dx is 1. Okay. I will erase this. Next we have a concept of maxima and minima. And then I try to complete this integral calculus also in this class. Integration is a little difficult. Okay. Then this we'll see. While we applying the problems, it is little difficult than differentiation. Okay. So let us introduce ourselves later. Okay. Maybe some of you are having the brothers who studied in NAD, Sri Chaitanya. They may be knowing me. So you may be knowing me. Okay. So we will later introduce ourselves. Okay. Otherwise it is just like teaching for robots. Okay. Surendra, I talked to Surendra. Okay. And remaining of you also will talk. And let us interact. Then only there will be a transfer of knowledge. What do you say? Just like teaching to a robot, it is not good, Right. Next, we have maxima and minima. The concept of maxima and minima in this differentiation. So what is this concept? Side heading, put the side heading, maxima and minima. Okay. So I am having a function like this. This is y with respect to x is changing like this. It is changing like this. So here it is attaining some maximum value. That is the maximum value of that function, and here it is attaining its minimum value. Okay. So we observe one thing, that after attaining maximum value, the function will be decreasing. Certainly the function will be decreasing. And what about minimum value? After attaining the minimum value, it is increasing. Okay. So here I will write a general condition. If y is having its maximum value, y is having its maximum value, okay, then dy by dx of dy by dx, the double derivative, this is a double derivative. First of all, dy by dx will become 0. Dy by dx will become 0 and its double derivative, I will write like this: d square y by dx square is less than 0. Okay, if we do the derivative again and if we get less than 0, then that function has attained its maximum value. If we do the double derivative, I will tell you with an example, don't worry. First of all, you have to note down this. This is the first point. Second point is, what is dy by dx? 0 means slope is becoming 0, no? Slope. So this line is parallel to x-axis. Slope is 0. Dy by dx 0 means the function attained its maximum or minimum value. So here that I will write again here. If y is having its minimum value, okay, then dy by dx is equal to 0. Then dy by dx is equal to 0 and d square y by dx square, after this it is increasing, na? So this should be greater than 0. Okay. Slope is becoming positive. After this, slope is becoming positive. And we are getting, if we draw a tangent here, we are getting an acute angle. That means tan theta is positive, slope is positive. And what about this function? After attaining its maximum value, if we draw a tangent and with the positive x-axis it will make an obtuse angle. Tan of the obtuse angle, what is tan of the obtuse angle? Negative. So slope is becoming negative. Okay. Then that is dy by dx of dy by dx is becoming negative. So second derivative is becoming negative, means that function has attained its maximum value. Write down this. I will explain with the help of an example. Okay. So whether the function attained its maximum or minimum, first derivative is always 0 because slope is becoming 0, na? Minimum. Function is attaining minimum or maximum. Slope అనేది 0 అవుతుంది కదా? Minimum దగ్గర maximum దగ్గర slope 0 అవుతుంది. So slope means what? dy by dx is becoming 0. Okay. And if you want to know whether it is maximum or minimum value, you have to do the derivative once again. Are you understanding? You have to do the derivative, and if you got the negative value, then that function is maximum. If you got the positive value, then that function is minimum. Okay, just I will erase this, right? Is it okay? I'm just erasing this, right? So maxima and minima, very important, because certainly in mains exam especially, he will ask this derivative part. What is the maximum value of this function? He will say, for example, I have in mains it is important, even in advanced this concept is important, maxima and minima. So this question is there. So related maxima and minima, the height reached in time t by a particle, and there is a particle thrown from the ground with speed u. There is a particle, it is thrown from the ground with a speed u, and height attained by it is given with respect to time as H is equal to ut minus half z square. This is the formula he has given. We don't know. You may be knowing. S equal to ut plus half a square. So he is saying after what time maximum height will be attained. Maximum height. Question. What is the question? He has given this height is changing with respect to time according to this equation. He has given the equation. Don't worry about how we got this equation. And what is the question? After what time H is maximum? Certainly the stone will stop at some place because it has to come down. Na? Gravity of the earth will be pulling again back. Gravity of earth is always acting. While it is going upwards also, acceleration due to gravity is acting downwards. This g is acceleration due to gravity. If you take positive, g you have to take negative. Because g is downwards. U is upwards. Na? That if you take this positive and height as positive, this vector we have to take negative. Then that vector means acceleration vector. Acceleration is acting downwards. So whatever it is, we will discuss that in kinematics. When we have to take one vector as positive, other vector as negative. So any function will attain its maximum or minimum value when its first derivative is 0. So here dh by dt should be equal to 0. H is maximum when its first derivative is 0. Now what is the variable here? Time is changing. Na? With respect to time, we are measuring height. So if I do the derivative of this, u minus half into g into 2t is equal to 0. U into dt by dt is 1. U into dt by dt is 1. And what is the derivative of t square? 2 into t power 2 minus 1. 2 into t power 2. 2t na? Okay. What is the derivative of x power n with respect to x? N into x power n minus 1. That is the formula. Very important formula. I need not tell many times this formula. Just you need to apply it very fastly. Tell what is the formula for x power n into x power n minus 1. And now we are doing the derivative with respect to t, not with respect to xn. So derivative of t square is 2t. Now this half is cancelled here. And u is equal to gt. This I will write ta. Ta means time of ascent. What you will getting? You are getting time of ascent u by g. That is the answer. So after this much time, you are having the maximum height of the body. Human body, girl. Not human body. We are not going. The stone is going. Okay. And what is if the question is asked, what is the maximum height? Now already we know at what time the maximum height is attained. So just substitute that t here. So maximum height is ut. T means you substitute this value. The time at which the maximum height is attained. Minus half g t square. T square means u square by g square. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఇప్పుడు నాకేమొచ్చింది? టైమ్ ఆఫ్టర్ విచ్ ద మాక్సిమం హైట్ వచ్చింది. ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? వాట్ ఈస్ మాక్సిమం హైట్ ఈస్ ఆస్కింగ్. ఈ టైం ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలా? నౌ వీ హ్యావ్ టు సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ ద టైమ్ హియర్. ఆర్ యూ అండర్స్టాండింగ్? సో u square by g minus 1g will be cancelled here. U square by g minus u square by 2g. What is the answer? U square by 2g is the answer. This is not asked. So two questions are asked here. Only one question is asked. If this question is asked, what is the maximum height? You know the time when the height is maximum, that time you substitute here, then you will get the maximum height. Are you understanding? So even in some cases this also will be asked. What is the maximum height? First you calculate time where the height is maximum. That time you substitute here, you will get the maximum height. Okay? Write down. So our question is only up to this. Further, this question also will be asked, what is the maximum height? Then you substitute this u by g here and here. Then you will get the answer u square by 2g. Okay? Can I erase this? What, Samuel, Srija, can I erase this? Okay, Azharuddin, okay, right, very good. Now let us go for integral calculus. So you understood the maxima and minima concept, and what is this, whether it is this function is maxima and minima, let us check. What is this, the first derivative what we got? U minus gt we got, na? First derivative. If you do the derivative of this again, you are getting minus g. Because derivative of a constant is 0. You projected the body with certain speed. Initial velocity is constant, na? You have already projected. So that initial velocity will not change. Okay. U is constant. dt by dt, how much? How much is dt by dt? 1. So this is minus, g is constant here, acceleration due to gravity is constant. So minus you got. If you got it minus, then that function is maximum. I did the double derivative. Already first derivative I did. Okay, if I do the second derivative and we are getting minus sign, then that function is maximum. Are you understanding? So you understood the concept of maxima and minima. And if we are getting double derivative greater than 0, then that function is minimum. Then that function increases. After that value increases, means that is minimum value. Are you understanding? Right? So I'll just erase this. So you might be understanding this maxima and minima. Okay. I will just erase this. So let us go for integral calculus. This is all we have to apply in physics. That's why you will be feeling bored. Why this much mathematics, sir? In physics? Why don't we learn the only concept thing? Because for explaining few things we can only explain with mathematics. Okay. We don't know how this mathematics is there in physics. Why we need that? But always it is helping us to solve the mysteries. Okay. Okay, right. Integral calculus. So actually this part many students will be struggling to apply integration for some problems, because this part you are having in maths in the second year. So, but in physics we need to apply during the first year. That is the problem. Okay, I may be helping you. Okay, I'll be helping you at every step. Okay, how we are applying this integration, right? First of all, there is a graph for us. This is y-axis and this is x-axis. And the graph is like this. This is the point A and this point is B. And now we are interested in finding the area under the graph. What is that? We are finding area under the graph. Okay. And this A point is at a distance A from the origin. And B point is at a distance B from the origin. let us pay our interest to find the area under the graph. Let us find the area under the graph. Ultimately, I will say that by doing integration, we are finding the area under the graph. What ultimately I will be saying, if I find the area under the graph, that is, if I do the integration from here to here, I am just finding the area under the graph. And what about dy by dx? Dy by dx means slope. We are finding the slope of the graph at that point. Derivative means slope. Integration means area. We are finding area. Okay. Let us find the area under the graph. Let us see how we can attain that area under the graph. Okay. And A point is at a distance A from the x-axis, and this x distance of B point is B. Okay, and divide this entire thing into n equal parts and write that equal part as delta x. Delta x is B minus A by n. Okay, so here delta x equal intervals. These are the equal intervals. Split this entire part into equal intervals of delta x length. So then draw straight lines joining this. Delta x is the width of each segment here. Delta x. So like this we draw n number of lines. Okay. And we just draw this parallel, parallel lines so that here some rectangles are completed. Some rectangles now you are able to see here. Okay, the width of each is delta x. Or breadth is delta x. What is delta x? B minus A by n. Now I will find the area of all these rectangles. What I will find? Area of all these rectangles. Now what is the area under the graph? Area of rectangles plus area of small triangles. Are you able to see small triangles here? Yes. So total area under the graph is area of the rectangles plus area of the triangles. First let us calculate area of the rectangles. Okay. So area of rectangles is equal to let us say this function is f of x here. At A, the function is function y is f of x. At this point, the function is f of x plus delta x. F of x into delta x plus f of x plus delta x into delta x. So breadth is same for all. For all the rectangles, breadth is same, delta x only. And already I wrote what is this delta x. Delta x is B minus A by n. And what is this length here? F of x I have written. And what is this length? F of x plus delta x. And what is this length? F of x plus 2 delta x. F of x plus 2 delta x. Okay. Length into breadth. Breadth is same in all cases. So like this we have to. And what is this? The length of the last triangle. F of x plus n minus 1 into delta x. N minus 1 into delta x. Into delta x. Okay. Now, this is the area of the triangles. Right. Rectangles, sorry, area of the rectangles. If we want the area under the graph, we have to make delta x very small. If we want the area under the graph, that means area of the triangles should be very small. If we need to consider only area of the rectangles, delta x should be made very small. Okay. And this is nothing but, I will write it in the form of summation. Sigma x is equal to I to n f of xi into delta x. Okay. And this I will write in the form of integration. And if delta x is tending to 0, limit delta x is tending to 0, sigma x is equal to I to n. Mali login avale, less than 1 minute undi. Again you need to log in. Okay, sigma x is equal to 1 to n f of xi into delta x. This is nothing but area under the graph. Area under the graph. Okay, that is nothing but integral. I will write it like this. Snake symbol. Integration symbol is that only. Again you need to log in. Okay, integral f of x dx, and that is from a to b. Okay, because if I bring the delta x very close, then that triangles will be almost neglected. The triangle area will be very, very small. How I have to make this delta x? Again you need to log in. Okay. Okay. When I can neglect this area of the triangles, when these rectangles are very close to each other, that means this is the graph, this is one very nearer. We don't see even the triangles. We don't see the triangles, very close lines I am drawing. We are not seeing the only rectangles we are able to see. Are you understanding? So this we write it as, this summation we write as in this form. That is, we'll pronounce it like this: integral of f of x dx from a to b. From what points? What are the limits here? From a to b. This area we are finding. This is only possible when delta x is tending to 0. Okay. We'll take one function and find the summation like this. Okay. And find the area under the graph. So what is meant by integration here? We are just finding the area under the graph. Area under the graph kaduthanam ante. Akkada what is differentiation? We are finding the slope of the graph. Okay, note down this. అయిపోయిందమ్మా? వెరీ గుడ్. సురేంద్ర చాలా ఫాస్ట్. స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసేస్తాడే. రాయవా మరి? సరే, మరి రాయడం మనకి కష్టం. అగైన్ ఇట్ విల్ బికమ్ డిఫికల్ట్ వితౌట్ నోట్స్. అంటే అల్టిమేట్లీ యువర్ నోట్స్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ ఈస్ a guide like thing for you. Okay, right, I will erase this within 2 minutes. Note down this. So I think you may be taking the material from the college. Because we need to do the objective part also. If possible, you take. Otherwise, if you have some brothers or sisters, seniors, you can take from them. And in vectors, we have actually we have to enter into the objective part, right? So from Monday class, right? You should have some book. Okay. I think I can erase this. So when these triangle areas can be neglected, when delta x is made very small, almost tending to 0. Okay. Right, I am just erasing this, and I will just find out the area under the graph, which is a straight line. So I will just draw a straight line, and that may be passing through origin. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. So this is the graph, x-axis, y-axis, and I have given a graph which is passing through. I will put the dots here, so that indicates that if I extend this, that will pass through origin. And this is A, and here this is B. This distance is A. Okay, and this is the point A, and this is the point B. And what is this distance? B. Okay. And I want to find the area under this graph. Do you know this is a trapezium? Half into sum of parallel sides into distance between the parallel sides. What is that? Half into sum of parallel sides. This is 45 degrees line, I say this is 45 degrees line. That line is y is equal to x. What is that line? Y is equal to x. That means it is passing through origin. 45 degrees will be the angle. If this is A, this is also A. If this function we have taken, if this function. So this is A, this is B. Because x equal to y, that is a function. Function indicator x equal to y, okay. If this is A, this is also A. If this is B, this is also B. Okay. Half into sum of parallel sides into distance between the parallel sides. This is B minus A. This distance B minus A. This is B, B minus A. What is the answer for us? B square minus A square by 2. Okay. This is the area under the graph. This is the trapezium area. Okay, let us find by what method we followed previously. You have to divide this into n parts. N parts. What is that? Delta x b minus a by n. So like this, I have to draw the parallel lines to y-axis. N lines we have. Okay. And first of all, we find the area of the rectangles. Lastly, we take delta x is tending to 0. Okay. First area is equal to, what is f of x here? F of x is a only into delta x. So here what is f of x? A plus delta x. F of x and a y. F of x means y. Here I have given this line as y is equal to x, na. This is a plus delta x, and height is also a plus delta x. Okay. And what is the width? The width is delta x. So area is a plus delta x into delta x. Like this, I have to write up to a plus n minus 1 into delta x into delta x. Okay. Last one. Second one, what is the height? A plus delta x kada. Second one, Third one a plus 2 delta x. Third one a plus 2 delta x. Nth one a plus n minus 1 into delta x. Okay. So this is the area, and this delta x I will take outside. Delta x I will take outside, and this I will add. Here I will get it as n by 2 into first term plus last term. అదే కదా ఫార్ములా ఏపీలో. First term plus last term. Last term is this. Okay. A plus n minus 1 into delta x. Okay. So what is this delta x? B minus a by n. Capital N రాద్దాం. Here we'll write. Here I have taken capital N. So here also capital N. What is this? B minus a by capital N into capital N by 2. And what is this? 2a plus n minus 1 into delta x. N minus 1 into delta x. Okay. What is delta x? B minus a, na? B minus a by n. Let's take n substitute చేద్దాం. N is b minus a by delta x, whatever it is. Okay. N is getting cancelled. What is n delta x? B minus a, na? N delta x is b minus a. Okay, this I will write. This is cancelled. B minus a by 2 into 2a plus what is n delta x? B minus a plus minus delta x. This is what left. The b minus a by 2 into a plus b minus delta x. So what if delta x is tending to 0? Delta x is tending to 0 means, and if I take that as 0, and what is the area? I will write it here. Area is if delta x is tending to 0, almost equal to 0. This is the area, na? B minus a by 2 into a plus b. That is nothing but b square minus a square by 2. Okay. Same answer we got, na? Okay, that is what I am saying. I just find the area of the rectangles provided, and I take the area of the triangle as the area under the graph provided delta x is tending to 0. So this so integration we are doing means this only I will write as integral f of x dx between the limits a and b. So just write down this. This is area of trapezium. Already we know this. So we are deriving with the help of this limits concept. Okay. Right, Nama. Length into breadth. Length into breadth. As we go like this, length is increasing, na? And what I said, this function is y is equal to x. You can take any other function, because this is easy for me to prove the previous thing what I explained. I took y is equal to x function. Are you understanding? ఏ ఫంక్షన్ తీసుకున్నాను ఈజీ కోసమే y is equal to x తీసుకున్నాను. Okay, if this is a, this is also a. If this is a plus delta x, height is also a plus delta x. Okay. So I need to prove my assumption, right? That's why I have taken this. What is the time? So 10 minutes is there. I need to give few integration formulas. Monday ichi konni problems chestanu. I will make you to do those problems Monday. Integration formulas also I will give on Monday. Okay. Happy Sunday, and you have to do more things on Sunday. Because that day will give you more energy rather than sleeping all the day. Sunday ante Sunday. Monday means moon day. Saturday is Saturn day, Saturn. Friday is for Venus. Like that the days are divided, na? Jupiter Thursday. మీకు తెలుసా ఇంకా? ఒక్క నిమిషం మ్యూట్ తీసేస్తాను. Okay, is this over? And you can leave this session after writing this. And if you want to talk to me, just you can. I have unmuted all. You can unmute yourself. Sir. Cheppamma. If delta x is equal to 0 వస్తుంది పైన మీరు ఆన్సర్ చేయండి. Area is equal to factor ఏమో రాస్తాను. Area is equal to B minus ఇది B minus A by 2 into A plus B. Delta x I am taking 0, na? Okay. So delta x, if I take 0, this I will get. Okay. Okay. Bye everybody. Take care. Happy Sunday. Happy holiday. Mali next week when you make exams, you will be engaged with exams. Huh?